Hello and welcome to Hot House Music instructional videos on the ukulele. I'm Alison and I'm here today to teach you about the F chord. Now in the last video we went from C and I was introducing kind of a sneaky peek to the F chord, but in this I'm going to show you how to play it. So a little bit of a recap on our C chord first. We have our third finger, so remember 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so your first finger and your second finger I told you not to use for your C chord. Your C chord was your third finger. And with our third finger, we went on to the 1, 2, 3, third fret on our what string? Wonder if you can remember what string it's called. Think about the rhymes. Giraffes can eat apples. Remember, it's your A string. So A string, third fret along, and our third finger. And then we strum. There we go, we have our C chord. Now with our F chord, we're going to use fingers 1 and fingers 2. Okay, so I'm going to put the box up in the top of the screen again so you can see. Now my first finger, okay, my pointer finger is going to go on my third string down, which is my E string, okay, and we're going to go first box, which is our first fret. You're going to squeeze that fret down. Now it's really important that you squeeze it from that part of your finger, the tip of your finger. We don't want the squashy part, the fleshy part of your finger, because otherwise we'll get a bit of a muffled sound when we play. So you want the tip of your finger on that first fret on your E string and squeeze it down. Okay, so it'll look like that. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our second finger, and this one is going to stretch all the way up. Now for little hands, it might be a bit harder than for larger hands, but I've played F chords with little hands before, so don't worry. You're going to get your second finger and you're going to put on the G string on the 1 to the second fret. So I'm going to keep that on my first. So notice how I've got that there. And then that is the kind of shape that you want on your ukulele. Once you have got that, you can strum and you've got your F chord, okay? Perfect. Now, what we have to do now is try and go between our C chord and our F chord. So remember, our C chord uses a different finger to our F chord. So we should be able to go between them with a bit of practice with ease. So you remember, third finger, third fret on my A string. There we go. So I squeeze that down and then I have my F chord still on my first fret on my E string and my second fret on my G string. So now I've got all three fingers down, I just have to switch between them. So if I started on my C, I wouldn't take my fingers off my F like that, because otherwise I'm going to have to look down again and figure out where my F chord is. So you're going to keep them and hover them over, all right? So you're not touching the string, but you've got that hand position there ready. So I can play my C, and then I can play my F. And then for my F, all I'd have to do is take my third finger off and hover it over that string. And what you want to be able to do is go between my F and my C. And once you've got that, you should be able to go through 2 songs. Okay. So that takes a bit of practice. So what I want you to do is go between those 2, and then I will be back with another video and showing you what other chords you can play by just playing F, because there is another chord there, and also our trickier chord, which is our G chord, the chord that most people hate when they start playing. Okay, so if you are interested in joining and making sure that you keep up to date and look at my G chord video next, you click on the subscribe button just below, and that means you can keep up to date. Thank you, and I will see you soon.